Hello, friends, and welcome to IELTS Speaking, your all time IELTS speaking partner. And today I'm back with an important video in which I will share my IELTS speaking exam experience, that how I got overall 8 bands in my IELTS speaking exam. And basically I have given IELTS exam 2 times, and the first time I got 7 for in IELTS speaking, but the next time I had got 8 in IELTS speaking. So I will discuss my tips and tricks and my strategies which I used to get 8 bands and to jump from 7 to 8 bands in this video. Watch this till the end. I will discuss all the tips, tricks, and the best I can say plans and strategies in this video. So do not skip, watch till the end. Before proceeding, just hit the subscribe button for IELTS speaking and press the bell icon to enjoy your complete IELTS course for free. Every IELTS content is available on this channel. Check out now, and you can see every new content and new update is posted on this channel daily, and you can check all the videos and enjoy your complete IELTS course. Also check our all other channels for other modules like IELTS listening, IELTS reading, and IELTS writing. So give a subscribe now, press the bell icon, and give a thumbs up. Let's get started. Basically, the IELTS exam is same for both academic and general training, and that is a face-to-face exam, and lasts till 11 to 14 minutes approximately. And in this exam, there are three parts: part one, part two, and part three, which you can say part one as introductory, part two as cue cards, and part three as discussion or follow-up questions. So, in speaking, there's a simple strategy to, I can say, express your answer. Don't be too much smart in answering, because when I got in my last exam, I was just answered all the question. I with somewhat smartness I answered, but this time I tried to be talkative more. I tried to be chatty. Means as much as I can talk, but do not talk too much. Be in respect, I can say. You must not talk like you are talking with any of your very close friend, best friend, or any close person. Do not talk like that in exam, because that is an exam basically. So just quite simply talk and be very fluent. Do not look, and I can say, do not feel hesitate, and stop your answer and look for a wide range of vocabulary, and then insert your vocabulary in your answer, and then speak. This way you will lose your bands. Do not wait to search vocabulary. You have vocabulary and you must use vocabulary, but at some point you want to answer a question, but you want to apply vocabulary in every question, and you are adding too much vocabulary in the questions. But I would say excess of everything is not good. So do not use too much vocabulary. You must use vocabulary, but use where it is appropriate, and examiner will automatically understand that this candidate have a great command over the English language. So just quite give do not give simple answer. I mean, just answer simply, or I can say talk simply, but do not give simple answers. Answers must be complex. I try to give her or give the examiner complex sentences with the complex words I used in my answers, and I can say I given with complete fluency my answers. So you must be fluent while answering as well. And to talk about the main thing is, don't be formal. I will say don't be too formal. As I already told, that do not be too formal. You can be informal. Do not it must not be like that you want to just answering the question in a proper manner, because that's a very respectful test, and you're just answering, okay, what is your name? My name is this. Okay, from where you're? I am from this. Just give a very, I can say, amazing answer, I can say. But you can be informal with them as well. You are talking with somebody else, and in a very close environment, I can say talk like you are sitting in a close environment and talking, but do not use slangs or phrases like that, because which you use in your common days with your any friend, best friend, whatsoever. So do not use that kind of language while speaking, but you can be informal, but that must be in respect. Don't do like you're talking with your friend, and I can say very disrespectful sentences you're using. So be respectful, and you can use informal, I can say, language as well, but must be in respect. To talk about the second thing, in examiner will definitely interrupt you, and maybe you will give him a chance to interrupt, because usually if they have a wide range of questions, I can say they have questions over question on the same topic. So if you will keep on answering the question, I can say, correctly, then they will move on, because they have to manage the time as well, because there are a lot of speaking tests they have to conduct. so they have to manage the time as well. So you will answer, keep on answering the question, and they will move on. But at some point, I can say, you just stopped, or you are answering to, I can say, over the limit, then they might interrupt you, or I can say you must give a chance to interrupt them as well. Because at some point you are answering the question, or I can say cue card, sometime in cue card, the examiner interrupt, might be the examiner think that okay, that this candidate is able to answer, and is having great command and using the perfect vocabulary whatsoever, so might be they can interrupt you over there. But sometime they can also interrupt you when you are not giving the exact answer, because sometime we have to give the answer in general, but we are giving our personal example, family examples, that at that kind of places examiner can interrupt you. So do not give you can give example of your own, like it's a personal thing, but not in, I can say, part 3, but you can give in part 1, part 2. If it is, I can say, relatable example, only then use your personal example. Otherwise try to answer in general. In general only try to answer in part 3. I will discuss in the upcoming video. So the examiner may interrupt you because they have to manage time as well. So if you're going, I can say, off topic somewhere, then they can also interrupt you. So be aware that you must not go off topic, and give the can say cue card if up to the point. I will discuss about the cue card here, about that talk for full 2 minutes in part 2. But before that, I would like to talk about that you must give an open answers. Given open answers means just do not give that a simple answer that they ask you, from where you are. Well, I'm from this. Do not give simple answer. Give an open answer. Suppose in part 1, you must give an answer in 1 to 2 sentences. For instance, I can say, if they ask me that, do you like your voice? So you must not say like this, well, I don't know I like my voice or not. That's a quite disrespectful answer as well. And a very simple answer, you must say, well, of course, I really like my voice. Not only me, but my friends, family, and relative also like my voice. And they usually told me that I have a very hypnotic voice, and my singing skills are very soul stirring. And in the past time, they like to listen songs from me. So in this manner, you can answer. So that's 1 to 2 sentences, and I used vocabulary as well. So you can give these kind of answer. But sometime what happened, as the on this topic, or I can say take a topic of voice. On the voice topic, they have a wide, I can say, too much question. So if sometime what happened, you just give one answer. I can say your one answer go too long, and sometime you answer the second other questions as well. I will tell you with example. Suppose if they have told me that first question, that do you like your voice, and in answer I told that I have a my friends family told that I have a hypnotic voice, and in the past time they usually like to listen songs from me, whether you can say I sent them recordings or they came to my home whatsoever. So if the second question was like that, did you ever recorded your voice? So see, in the last question I have already answered that my family friends like to listen songs in the past time, and I send them recordings of different and I send them recordings of the songs which they want to listen. So I have already told that I record my voice, and I record song and send to my family, friends, relative whatsoever. So their second question is, did you ever recorded your voice? So I have already answered the question in the last question. But this does not mean that examiner will not ask you this question. The examiner will definitely ask you a question, and what you have to do, you have to answer again. You can say, yes, I usually record my voice, as I told that my family friends love to listen songs from me, and whenever I'm apart from them, so they request me to sing this song, and I usually record those songs and send them those songs, and they listen and they love to listen whatsoever. You can say like this. So this is the thing. Sometimes your questions are already there, but you answer that question in the last question, so you have to answer that question again. This doesn't mean that examiner didn't hear your the previous question. They heard, but they have to ask you a question. So, and they want to check your English skills basically. Here to talk about the cue card, that is talk for full 2 minutes in part 2, I can say, in cue card. Well, there are cues as well, and suppose there are 1, 2, 3, 4 cues, but this does not mean you have to be in order. First you have to answer first cue, then second, then third, then fourth. This does not mean just to give answer in general. I mean, you do not need to follow any order. You can simply, you have to answer for all the cues, but do not follow the order. I can say you can give the answer in general. No matter that you're answering in order of the cues or not. This does not mean, but you have to explain everything what they're asking in that cue card in the part 2. But you can answer in that question in general. And this does not, it is not compulsory, I can say, to follow the order. Okay. to talk about the last thing, that is part 3 and discussion questions are, I can say, they have a I can say again wide variety of discussion questions, and sometimes these discussion questions are similar to the talk which we did with the examiner in part 1 or part 2, but sometimes they may ask you follow-up questions as well on the previous talk, and discussion questions are somewhat different on the topic like about technology, government, today's I can say today's popular topics. They can ask questions like that. But the main thing in part 3, which a majority candidate did the mistake, is they answer in part 3 as part 1. I can say very simple, sometime not simple but very short answer. In part 3 you must have a broader ideas, you must expand your answers in part 3. I will make a video about how to expand answers in part 3. You can check our previous video, that how to prepare for your IELTS speaking at home. Then in that video I have also given some tips for that. But you must have a broader ideas. But and the main thing I already told, that do not use much personal or family examples in part 3. In part 1, part 2 you are using no matter what you are using whatsoever, but in part 3 in discussion questions do not use family examples, personal example, because in that question you have to talk in general. I have seen some speaking sample, the candidate was answering with, I can say the candidate was relating the answer in his personal family example, and the examiner interrupted and told us, no, just answer me in general. So you have to answer in general, do not give your personal example, just answer in general and try to expand that answer, because you must have broader ideas, because that are discussion questions. So you have to do discussion over that. Do not go too much long, must be in the limit, but you must have broader ideas and broader, I can say, broad answer. You must have to expand your answer. The main thing, do not use personal example, because if you will use your personal example, and again examiner will be keep on interrupting, no, please answer in general, no, please answer in general. So that's where your band score will be decreased. So please avoid these kind of mistakes and follow these strategies, and I will back with important video about speaking. Again I will discuss how to expand your answer in IELTS speaking. So till then, goodbye, take care, do subscribe this channel IELTS speaking, press the bell icon, give a thumbs up, share with your all friends, so that everybody can get access to this video for free now. So check out our all other channels, IELTS listening, IELTS writing, and IELTS reading. Daily we upload listening, reading test, and the writing channel we have a wide content about IELTS writing, and new videos uploaded daily. Go and check. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.